they're going to have a comprehensive vetting of all online presence and social media presence when they call you for the interview.
Mhm.
So all J, F, and M, both new and renewals, people who are applying for an extension of their visa, they're now subject to enhanced screening of their social media profile and also their other online activity. So applicants will be required to make their social media accounts public so consular officers can review the content of their social media and they're looking for anything that indicates anti-US sentiment, support for violence, support for terrorism, anti-Semitism, or any other kind of political activity. It's a very, very broad language, unfortunately, and anything that is against the present administration, they can say that it's political activism, right? So that's a little scary. So I suggest that F1 students, they're not citizens, they don't have the right to vote. So you're better off keeping your political opinions
Views
to
to
yourself.
yourself.
Yes, please don't put it on. I mean, we just have to be practical here. It's not about what is correct or what is not. Obviously, it's not correct, but because there's so many issues here, right to privacy issues, and the other problem is this can be used if it's used correctly. There's no problem, but the language is so broad that it can be used in in so many ways to just deny student visas uh, just on a whim, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
because it's such a broad, the language is so broad. You can call anything political activism. I understand terrorism, I understand violence, I understand all that, but just by saying political activism or anti-US sentiment, what does that mean? Is it against the US government or is it against the United States as a country? You know, if it's against the US government, you're totally allowed to do that. In fact, in a democracy, you're supposed to do that, right? So,
Absolutely.
by preventing this and putting all that language in, you're kind of opening it up for denials left, right, and center. And also, officers might also capture screenshots for their records containing anything that they think is, justifiable for them to refuse the visa. But having said all that, a visa, F1 visa can be denied for no substantive reason. They can just say that, oh, you don't have the intent to come back to the US, to your home country. So we think you have, therefore we are, denying your visa on the basis of 214B intent. And they do that for most people, and there's no real reason to show as to why they think they don't have intent, right? So having said that, I think now visas denials will be much more because they have another added reason to deny. Even though they don't really need a reason to deny, they can just give any reason and deny it because there's no appeal process and there's nobody to oversee the denials and to overrule those denials. So they can deny anyway, but this is just an additional tool in their arsenal, and you can expect more harassment and more denials.